to my channel. I am Amy Johnson of AmyJ.co. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time, welcome. Today I wanted to share something that I get questions about all of the time, something that I've done blog posts on, something that I've done Facebook posts, something that I've taught and given recipes and the idea and things like that to several people. So I thought that it would be a really good time for me to share the video of this, and it is for a face wash and how I make my face wash. So if you don't know, I'm a lover of natural things, natural beauty, natural healthcare, natural skincare, natural living and things like that. So this is right up my alley, and hopefully it will be right up yours as well. So anything that I show you in this video, I will link down in the comment box for you to be able to get for yourself, to be able to make this recipe in your own home. So let's get started. So I'm actually going to share with you, I just made this, but I got this bottle. This is the very first thing that you're going to start with, and I got it from Target. I think it's a travel size bottle, and the lid pops up, so it's easier for you to use. I think it was $1 or $2, something very, very inexpensive and affordable. The next thing that I use is Dr. Bonner's Pure Castile soap. It's the baby unscented version. Because I live in Arizona, my skin dries out very, very fast, and I find that the perfumes and the chemicals and things like that and the other products, they dry my skin out super fast, and it cracks, and it's just really uncomfortable and really ugly, and no one wants that. So Pure Castile soap, it is concentrated, so you need to use very, very little in order for it to be effective. Like I said, I do live in the desert, so I like to add as much vitamin E and anything like naturally back into my skin for moisture, as well as drinking lots and lots of water. Vitamin E is my go-to, for cleansing my face and for keeping it moisturized. And it's kind of like my little tip and trick, because vitamin E is very inexpensive, it requires very little, and it goes a long way. So, water, and it can be either from the tap or it can be from filtered water. This one, I just got it from the tap. For me, it's not really that much of a difference from our filtered or tap. I have some essential oils here, and I will talk about them specifically when I put each of them in the blend, or when I talk about putting them in the blend. So I use doTERRA. That's what I was introduced to first. They've worked well for me. I've had clients that have had really great results. I love them for emotional healing, which has been a huge part of me on my journey, and that's just what I use. But the first three products that I showed you, water, the vitamin E, and the Pure Castile soap, those would be super great if you just wanted to use them in a face wash or scrub or whatever without the essential oils. Or if your budget can't afford that right now, I would rather you have the unscented, chemical stuff instead of like something else that is going to make matters worse. So the very last thing that I add to my blends and any of the face washes or any of the soaps or anything in my home, I use crystals. And I have three here that I use. This one's rose quartz. This one is known for its self-love and just like confidence and just like helping you to love yourself. And I can't think of a better way or a better thing to put rose quartz in than in your face wash, and something that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day. The thing that people unfortunately judge you for a lot when they first meet you. And so the vibration, like everything on this earth, you, me, the essential oils, the crystals, we all have vibrations. The water has a vibration, your phone has a vibration, this chair I'm sitting in, everything has a vibration. So when you put the crystals, when you put the essential oils into the mix, they vibrate, they give off this vibration, and anytime that you use the face wash, it goes into the vibration of the rose quartz, of all the other ones, of the essential oils, go into your face wash that you're rubbing on your face, and then in turn goes into your entire body. It helps major heart chakra, your heart, helps to heal your heart. It's a really great stone for self-love and self-acceptance and self-confidence. So that's why I choose that one, or why I chose that one to include into this blend. The next one is Herkimer Diamonds, and I don't know about you, but I know that diamonds are a girl's best friend. Diamonds are amazing. Diamonds are the highest vibration. I know that if I were going to put them in anything, I would want it on my face to, I'm putting my face forward first. So that's what I would want. So I put one little Herkimer diamond. These come from New York, Herkimer, New York. And their vibration is included into the face wash. So the last one that I put in is called Clear Quartz, and Clear Quartz has this amazing ability to be able to be charged and to hold a charge and to hold like positive thoughts and like good vibes and things. Now it will also hold negative, but my intention is always good and positive, so I intend that it will hold positive vibration and positive vibes, positive thoughts, positive affirmations, things like that. So I've just put one of these little shards in my blend, and I also infuse my blend with positive thoughts, positive affirmations, things like I'm so beautiful, you're so loving, you're so gracious, you're so wonderful, I'm abundant, I'm giving, I am attracting those who are needing my help and assistance. Whatever it is, you put that in there, and when you affirm these things, I always hold it like this, whenever you do that, that is charging in the crystals. So each time you use it, it's being added into, your face wash, and it's going into your body and further helping you to, develop that self-love, that self-confidence, that beauty, that grace, that humbleness, that gratitude, whatever it is, right? So just by doing that twice a day. So that's why I do it in my face wash versus, something else. I do use it, I do the Clear Quartz and everything else because I want that to carry throughout my day. But if I were recommending that to a client or a customer of mine, I would say absolutely do it in your face wash, because the first thing in the morning and the last thing at night, you're getting ready to take on all the madness from the day, and then you're releasing all that madness from your day. So I can't think of better times to do it. So, all right. Let's go ahead and make this. So what I do is I add the pure Castile soap. I add it to about here. So depending on how sensitive your skin is, or depending on how soapy you like things, I'm okay with not having tons of soap suds on my face, because then it'll end up in my eyes somehow and it'll be just terrible. So I like to add the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap to about here. And then I add roughly a tablespoon of the vitamin E on top of that. And then I will drop in, sometimes I drop in the crystals before, sometimes I drop them in after. This one I added 2 of the rose quartz, 1 of the clear quartz, and then 1 of the Herkimer diamonds, because it's a good size. And in this instance, ladies, size doesn't matter. No matter how big the crystal or how small the crystal, still works in the same way. So don't worry about the size. It's totally fine in this instance. So use what you've got, no problem. So the next thing that I do is I add my essential oils. And I like to add Melaleuca. Melaleuca is great for everything. It's anti-everything, antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial, infection, blah, blah, anti-inflammatory, everything. So I add 5 drops. 5 drops seems like a good, safe bet for me. It disperses enough throughout the mix, but I also like to have that smell because I'm going for the aromatic and aromatherapy benefits of it as well. I like to have that one versus some of the other floral ones. The next thing that I add is ylang-ylang. Ylang-ylang is really amazing for your skin. It also has some really great emotional healing benefits. So I add 2 drops of this. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the flower scents, so that's why I only add 2. The next one that I add is geranium. And geranium is a very strong, powerful scent. And also, I had an aversion for it. I didn't like it. I avoided it at all costs. And then when I started learning about the emotional benefits of it, or the emotional releases that it would help you get, I learned that that was why. And my mom only grew geraniums growing up, and I have some things that I've worked through with that in my childhood, which most of us probably have something or other, but geranium helped me get through that, so now I'm pretty good with it because I understand the benefits of it. So I add 3 drops of geranium. The next one that I add, which is this little blue ring around the top, is blue tansy. Now, blue tansy, if you shake it, it's fine, right? So if you just put this on without any diluter, without any water, without any coconut oil, soap, or anything like that, it will stain your skin. However, because I put 2 drops in here, I only stick to 2 drops because of that. So it won't turn your skin blue, it'll be just fine. But this one is really great for your skin. It's really healing and very, it's almost like a pain reliever as well. You'll find that sometimes, like in the more natural pain relievers, you'll see these can get kind of expensive. So sometimes, if you don't need it or if you're kind of on a budget, I would say go with the first 3, and if at the very least, go with Melaleuca. Now the last one that I'll add is Melissa. Melissa is really great for emotional balance, emotional well-being. It can take you from super highs to super, say if you're super high and you have way, wavy things with your emotions, it can make you more even keel and kind of just make you kind of chill with the emotions thing and make you like a normal person. And that's why I really like it, because there were times in my life where it was just no. I didn't know how to do emotions. I didn't know what they were. I just knew screaming and yelling and anger. I didn't know that there was really happy in most parts of my life. So Melissa has really helped with that and kind of helped me to be normal and to be smiling and not just lying on the outside and hating life on the inside. So I add 1 drop of that. And then you're about to hear, so then you're just going to add water to the top. You're going to put the lid on and you're going to shake it. And that really is it. And like I said, you don't need a lot because it is concentrated. And when you put the water in, it kind of breaks it down and kind of makes it go further, makes it less strong or less, I find that if sometimes I do more than half, my skin will find that it's too abrasive or too much, and it'll just kind of inflame because of the abrasion to it and the hurt. So if you find that this one isn't strong enough for you, add some more soap. If you find that it's too strong, use a little bit and add more water. It's not going to hurt anything. The oils are still going to disperse and be used and be fine. You'll still get the same effect, even if you add more water or add more soap later on. So I hope this was super helpful for you, and I would love to know if you guys love this. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe as well. And in the comments, let me know, if you use this, if you found it helpful, if you found that my recipe was great, if you found that my recipe sucked, totally fine. I want to know. I'm always trying to improve it. If you have a better idea, or if you use another oil or use a different kind of soap or vitamin E or something like that, let me know, because I want to try it out too. So I will link all of the products and things like that I use in this video, that I use, so you could go check them out. You can go purchase them or get them for your own home. But for now, I will see you later.